Coach Tyler Marsh's decision to overhaul Angel Reese's role with the Chicago Sky has sent shockwaves across the WNBA landscape, raising questions not only about team strategy, but also about player identity, marketability, and the evolving demands of modern professional basketball. Angel Reese, a fan favorite and rebounding phenom known for her dominant presence in the paint and relentless energy, has suddenly found her future, with the Sky clouded by uncertainty. The announcement that Reese would be moved away from the basket and assigned a new mid-range role felt, to many, like a direct challenge to everything that made her a star. For a player who built her name on double-doubles and second-chance points, being asked to abandon the paint and adapt to a perimeter-based game was more than just a tactical adjustment. It was a perceived threat to her identity. Her fans didn't take this news lightly. Social media erupted with accusations that the team was sabotaging her career, questioning whether politics or internal biases had driven the shift in offensive philosophy. In the center of this storm stands Camila Cardoso, a Brazilian rookie who has quietly emerged as the new centerpiece of Chicago's front court, taking over the role Reese once owned. Cardoso, known for her finishing touch, length, and potential, was suddenly given prime real estate under the basket, the very area where Reese built her reputation. And just like that, the narrative began to shift. Tyler Marsh, newly installed as head coach, has been working to redefine Chicago's offense, transitioning it away from isolation-heavy play and toward a more modern, spaced-out approach. While this makes sense from a basketball standpoint, the optics of demoting one of the league's most marketable stars, especially a second-year player who helped usher in a new wave of WNBA fandom, was bound to ignite controversy. Reese's absence from training camp only added fuel to the fire. While many players would view a role change as an opportunity to grow, Reese's response appeared defiant. She reportedly hasn't returned since learning of the new expectations, and insiders say she's taken the move personally. Critics argue this is evidence of a lack of maturity or a team-first attitude, while her supporters counter that being blindsided by a complete shift in usage justifies her frustration. Still, the statistics tell a compelling story. Despite her reputation, Reese's shooting percentage sits at a concerning 39.1%, low for someone who primarily operates near the rim. This inefficiency has become a point of concern for the coaching staff, who argue that while her rebounding is elite, her scoring ability is limited, predictable, and doesn't translate well when defenses collapse. In contrast, Cardoso, while less flashy, has demonstrated a higher finishing rate and fits more cleanly into Marsh's vision of a floor-spaced, fluid offense. She offers a level of touch around the basket and defensive range that Reese currently lacks. For Marsh, the decision may not be personal. It may simply be logical. Still, many observers can't help but notice the timing. Just days after the Sky faced the Brazilian national team, where Cardoso stood out, the coaching staff began reimagining the offense around her. Fans quickly leapt to conclusions, accusing the team of using the game as a justification to fast-track Cardoso's ascension, while simultaneously pushing Reese to the margins. The emotional undertone of this situation can't be ignored. Reese is not just another player. She's a social media icon, a top jersey seller, and a symbol of the WNBA's growing mainstream appeal. But the league isn't a popularity contest. It's a professional environment where wins matter more than retweets. And if Reese can't stretch the floor or develop a consistent jumper, her value becomes harder to justify, especially when her presence in the paint creates spacing issues and disrupts offensive flow. Marsh's decision, while unpopular, reflects a broader trend in the WNBA. Teams are prioritizing shooting, versatility, and offensive IQ over brute force and hustle. That's not to say Reese can't adapt, only that she hasn't shown a willingness to do so yet. Instead of embracing the challenge, she's reportedly resisting it, which only widens the gap between her supporters' expectations and the team's reality. Calls for Reese to request a trade are now growing louder, with fans insisting she deserves to be on a team that plays to her strengths. They argue she's being unfairly targeted and held to a double standard. But others point out that stars like Caitlin Clark, despite their own hype and marketability, have embraced difficult roles, expanded their skill sets, and earned their spots with production, not just presence. Clark's shooting range, for example, makes her a weapon in any offense. Reese, on the other hand, struggles when asked to step beyond her comfort zone. Her slow shooting mechanics and limited range mean defenders don't have to respect her outside of 5 feet. And in a league where every possession matters, that kind of predictability can be fatal. Meanwhile, Cardoso's game continues to develop. Though raw in some areas, her feel for the game, international pedigree, and scoring touch make her an ideal fit for the modern game. Her ascension is not a slight against Reese. It's a product of skill set, not sabotage, yet the conspiracy theories persist. Some believe Cardoso was brought in solely to undercut Reese's rise, a theory that gained traction after a journalist article suggested that the Sky's offensive focus had shifted toward Cardoso. Despite the fact that Marsh has made no direct statements confirming this, the optics have proven hard to overcome. Reese's silence and refusal to engage only heighten the drama, making it appear as though she herself feels betrayed by the decision. But stepping back, the heart of this issue lies in a simple truth. The league is evolving, and players must evolve with it. Reese's brand was built on double-doubles and grit, but her long-term viability hinges on her ability to become more than just a rebounder. The Sky aren't asking her to abandon her strengths. They're asking her to expand them. If she can develop even a serviceable mid-range jumper and improve her decision-making, she could become a truly elite player. But until then, the coaching staff is making the best choice for the team, even if it means clashing with one of the WNBA's brightest stars. What we're witnessing is more than just a roster adjustment. It's a defining moment in Angel Reese's career, one that will test her resilience, adaptability, and willingness to grow under pressure. Whether she remains in Chicago or seeks a fresh start elsewhere, her next move will speak volumes. It will either reinforce her status as a superstar, capable of evolution, or solidify her as a one-dimensional player, unwilling to adapt to the modern game. For now, the spotlight remains fixed on Chicago, where a young team is navigating identity, expectation, and transformation all at once, with the rest of the league watching closely. This crossroads moment has also exposed a growing rift between fan perception and basketball reality. Reese's supporters see her as the embodiment of toughness and authenticity, a player who plays with passion and heart. They argue that she's been unfairly targeted for simply playing her game. But critics, and perhaps more importantly, coaches, see a player whose lack of offensive diversity limits her effectiveness. Her rebounding may electrify highlight reels, but it doesn't mask poor shot selection or missed opportunities to create for teammates. The WNBA has shifted toward a pace and space model that favors players who can shoot, switch defensively, and make quick reads. By sticking rigidly to what's worked in the past, Reese risks becoming a relic in a rapidly modernizing league. In the meantime, the team dynamics in Chicago are under the microscope. With Cardoso now positioned as the focal point of the paint, questions remain about how the locker room will adjust. Will other veterans rally around the new system, or will internal divisions emerge as star power clashes with team cohesion? Reese's next move is critical. If she doubles down on resistance, she may alienate herself from teammates and management alike. But if she steps into the gym, embraces the new role, and works to expand her game, she could emerge even stronger. The great players in any era are the ones who adapt, who add new tools to their arsenal when the old ones stop working. The WNBA has seen this before. Promising stars asked to evolve, not because they failed, but because the game demands it. Whether Angel Reese becomes one of those players depends on her willingness to see the bigger picture. Is she willing to embrace the discomfort that comes with growth, or will she let pride and external pressure dictate her next chapter? Whatever the outcome, her situation serves as a powerful case study in the intersection of talent, branding, coaching vision, and fan expectations. If she accepts the challenge, learns to space the floor, and improves her off-ball movement, there's no reason she can't reclaim her star status, this time as a more complete player. But the window to make that decision is narrowing. As the season approaches, all eyes remain fixed on the Chicago Sky. Will this be remembered as the moment Angel Reese took control of her narrative and evolved into a modern WNBA force? Or will it mark the beginning of a frustrating rift between a player and an organization trying to move in different directions? One thing is certain, the WNBA is watching, and the next chapter of Reese's journey is going to be written not by headlines, but by how she responds to adversity on and off the court.